you. Oh, I forgot. Oh goodness, and that intro was nice. Oh, I forgot. Hello everyone, welcome back to Talk with Becky. Thank you so very much for joining me. I believe that you've been following the past episodes. We've been talking about child development, and today I have the lovely couple with me, Izzy and Ben, that will share their experience. And these lovely people here have a therapy center. Yes, they will be able to share that, and how they've, come this far to just run a therapy center. I believe you've seen Izzy before, okay? You have seen her before. She's not a new face, and today she came with her husband, and together we'll be able to talk about child development. Thank you guys for coming.
Thanks for having us, Becky.
You are welcome. You are welcome.
It's a pleasure.
It is,
Even if it's the second time.
No. Thank you, Ben. This is the first time?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I've always been looking forward to being here. So.
Yeah? Okay. No, thank you so much. So I've been talking about child development, and I believe you guys are involved in this journey of child development. First, before we talk about the center that you're running, I believe you are, I don't know if it's child therapist. I don't know these big words. I just want you to tell me, what you do, both of you individually, what are your roles and what you do really at your center.
Okay.
Yeah. You may have the mic, please. Thank you.
Okay, so hi, I'm an education specialist and also a behavior management specialist with Sunnyside Therapy Center and preparatory school.
Yeah.
So now we have a school.
Nice.
Very excited about it.
Nice.
It's been running for 2 years now.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'll let teacher Ben. Oh my God.
Teacher Ben.
I'll let Ben introduce himself. Yeah.
Okay. My name is Ben. Ben Piri. I'm a developmental therapist. I also do quite a lot of things at the center. I think I'm a hand. What do you call that?
Hands-on?
Handyman.
Handyman.
Yeah. So I think been working with kids with special needs for 14 years now.
Wow.
Wow. And still learning a lot.
Yeah.
So that's what I do. Yeah.
No, that's nice. That's lovely. I'm glad that you've already answered the question, because I was about to ask you, how long have you been working with children? And you've already said 14 years. That's a long time. You know what? I'm going to come back to that.
Yeah.
But for you, Izzy, how long have you been working with children?
I've been working with children for 11 years now.
Wow.
So, yeah. Found him in the field, and he was one of my trainers, actually, and one of my managers.
So while he was training you, he saw a good thing.
I do not know.
Anyway, that's an episode for relationships. We'll just leave it there. 11 years.
Yes.
That's really interesting. Yeah. So, Ben, how has been your journey, for 11 years? And why I'm asking this, it's because I believe that there are few men that actually work with special needs children, and I'm glad that you are here so that you can let people know there that even us, we can do this. How has it been, your journey, working with special needs children for 14 years?
Thank you for that. I think it's been quite challenging, just like any other journey mostly, but I think the most satisfying part is that you see a child developing. At times kids may tend to regress at times, and parents will be like, no, I think my child won't learn and things like that. But I think you look at the bigger picture, which is the child, even if they regress, they'll always catch up, or they'll always do in other areas, they'll do better and things like that. So I think overall, the challenge has been, there's been quite a lot of challenges really. I think I can name quite a number of them. But again, also I think the other challenge mostly that we've come to face as a center has been, it's not really common for Zambians to run such a facility, first of all. So it's, I think most of the times we when people discover that we are the ones running that, they'll be like, they don't really trust us, because maybe they think we're not telling the truth, or maybe, that's one of
one of the challenges that you've been facing.
Yeah, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. No, thank you. Thank you so much for touching about, your challenges, and because we are talking about, special needs, I want us, to just talk about how you guys thought about, having a center, a therapy center. How did that come about? I don't know if any of you want to pick this up.
Oh, yeah. So we... we met at an NGO that we were both working at, and this NGO basically trained us, and they were wonderful in the work they did. They have so much. They still are there. They have so much passion for children. I think that's one of the things that inspired us to start our own, because we wanted to share the love.
Yeah, it's true.
So you really want to, you've got so much love to give and you want to share it. And so we, when they had closed one of their centers, we thought, why don't we bridge the gap and start one ourselves, so that we can reach more children, reach more families. And I think that is where Sunnyside started. We started first with one-on-one therapy sessions at homes, in parents' homes, with the children. And we really wanted to reach more, and that took up a lot of our time. Because we're traveling to and fro from this home to another. And so we thought, what about a central place where we could have more families come to us, and that way we would reach more people within a short space of time. And we thought, let's open a one-on-one therapy, and
you want enough. Okay.
We started the one-on-one therapy sessions, and then after that we saw that the need was great. We started a school. And then after a school, we also thought of giving back to the community, and introduced a program called Community Program, which covers parents that can't afford our services. So we basically just train them. So we serve some parents from Kalikiliki and Mtendere. So the therapy center and the school runs as a resource center. And also helps the community program to sustain it. So that's how.
Well, that's nice. I think that. Well, I mean, I did think about the fact that you also go to these therapy centers. Thank you very much. I mean, the communities, but I just didn't know that you've expanded that big. You're doing great. You really are doing great, because I know that special needs children, it's hard to say this, but it's quite expensive to really do therapies, right? And the fact that you've thought about, like, okay, what about those that can't afford? What can we do about them? And you've thought of, like, okay, why not have community centers? That's really amazing. So how long have you been doing community centers, and how is that going for you?
So we started our community program in 2023. But that was in February of 2023. In the beginning, we had two parents who were interested, and then it has now grown to 12, thankfully. We had a hiccup in obviously 2024, the beginning of 2024, with the cholera outbreak. And so we had to stop meeting with our parents all together, in general, as the center. And so our parents from the communities were most affected. So having to bring them back after that was a challenge. So we're still trying to encourage them to come back in full force, and encourage them to stay with us. I think they had anxiety that we were closing. And so they sought for some of them are having challenges with feeling like giving up and whatnot. So we are still trying to rally them and say, look, we're still back. Cholera ended. Come back, and we're still together. So all in all, it's going okay.
All right,
it's going great.
Good. So if Ben can pick that up, what exactly do you do at the community centers?
Yeah, so mostly these parents come to us for training. So we mostly just teach them like how to teach their kids, how to monitor their child's progress, how to like manage behaviors. They also do some motor and mobility play, because most of them have challenges with movement. Like their muscle tones are quite week. So we do some motor and mobility play, because we also have a physiotherapist on site as well. So they always on hand to make sure that the kids are also in that area are improving. And also do some training in like feeding as well. So that's what we do with community program. And then also, because most of these parents, the challenge is that like they're single mothers. So what they don't really have like permanent jobs. All they do is pieceworks. So we also encourage parents from the resource center to help in whatever way they can. Like the others that buy them a bag of soya porridge, and then the kids get to have something at least, some vegetables and all that. So quite a number of people that come in to just help in that area. So
that's really nice. You guys are doing great. Thank you. So I'm glad that you are here. I'm really glad that you are here. So talking about your therapy center and your school, you mentioned something about some of the challenges that you've faced. Do you have any challenges in particular with like dealing with parents, especially when you suspect that there might be something with the child, like when it comes to special needs? How do you go about like encouraging a parent, like, okay, there might be something, or because you don't want to really just label the child, because I believe that most parents feel like, I don't want my child to be to be labeled. How do you handle that?
I guess for us, our priority, we prioritize what the child needs. Even as the child comes in for an assessment, when their parents see something out of the ordinary and they want to know where their child is developmental wise, our first priority is, let's find out where the child is, how and what we can do to push them, and then we find out what conditions are associated with later. Let's figure out first how to help this child. Let's figure out where the child is, and then if you are interested, if the parent is interested, we would then have a chat with them, and if they're interested in knowing what condition their child has, and usually we will not ask for a diagnosis. We do not diagnose. We do encourage that parents go to the relevant institutions that do diagnosis, one being UTH, and also other institutions that my mind cannot remember right now. So we encourage that parents do get their diagnosis if they really do want to have one. But we do not let a child's diagnosis govern whether we are going to help this child or not. We have a criteria. I'm sure Ben is going to explain more about our criteria. We have a criteria which helps children all round. So it doesn't really matter what diagnosis they have. It will still be helpful for them. So.
Okay. Now, since she said Ben will talk more about that, so would you kindly let us know how you go about assisting the child?
So the criteria that we use is developmental milestone criteria, which has basically just talks about pushing a child to the appropriate age, or at least close to the appropriate age. If we can go beyond that, then even better. So so the criteria that we use also talks about like how to meet, it has stages, how to meet the child's development stage or appropriate stage. So
that's what you use.
That's what we use.
Okay.
Yes.
And do you get between which age? Do you have like age limit, or as early as 2 months, or as 25?
Sure.
Which age?
Yeah. So so it starts from as low as
6 weeks.
6 weeks. Yeah.
Wow.
Yes. And I think our youngest at the center was 7 months.
Yes.
Yeah. I think now they're 1 year and some months. Yeah. So and then also the reason why I think there's a lot of, one thing that we've noticed is that there's a lot of like labeling of kids. The people will be like, oh, that child has ADHD, that child has autism, has Downs, all those. And then people are just stuck with those names without really thinking through like how can we help the child. In a child's development stage, we don't care what diagnosis you have, really. We just care about what the child is learning and is the child progressing. You can have the diagnosis, yes, if you really want to know, but that's not really, shouldn't hold you back to not push the child to greater development.
No, that's great. So where are you guys found? Because I know that there are people who are like, oh, I didn't know that even 6 months, 7 months, my child can be taught, can be learning. So where are you found?
We are found at 10/100 of Kablonga Road in Ibex Hill. So the closest landmark we can say is we're somewhere in between the American Embassy and Hilltop Hospital.
All right. And like I mentioned, is it age limit? What are your age limits?
Also, we start as young as 6 weeks, like I mentioned, all the way up to 18 years old.
Nice. Yes. Nice. So who is your oldest student?
We have a 16-year-old turning 17 this year.
Nice.
Oh no, my apologies. We have a new addition. She's turning 19. She's 18, turning 19.
And how has that been? Just working with more older students.
Yeah, it's really interesting. It's fun seeing children, progress from a younger age until and it has its own challenges, obviously, with age being a factor in certain things, but all in all, children progress at whatever age. So it's been fun.
That's great. So if you were to say something to a teacher, a parent out there about a child development, what would you say? And I think both of you would want to share this.
To a teacher out there who has a neurodivergent child in their classroom, the child who will not sit for 5 minutes, or a child who will not follow through with a certain instruction that you've given them, I say to you, be patient. Your little child is listening, they're learning, they will need a bit of help with following through with their instruction, but they are listening to you and they're learning, and they are grateful that you are their teacher.
What about you, Ben?
I think for me, mostly I think this will be towards parents. I think parents ought to believe in their child's abilities, because I think most times we feel we're the ones that drain their energy because of how we don't believe in them. So I just urge parents out there who might be struggling or even haven't accepted yet the child's condition or the child's challenges and all that. I just urge you to just keep on believing in what your child can do. And just I think they will show you what they're capable of. Give them opportunities, and then they will surprise you. Sure.
No, thank you so much, guys. I believe that we'll be able to put your, where you are found, your contact numbers and everything else. Okay. I'm really, really grateful that you are here. It's been a pleasure.
Thanks for having us, Becky.
You are welcome.
You are one of the greatest teachers we have ever met. So thank you.
No, thank you.
It's a pleasure to be among greatness.
Amen.
To me, you are inspiring. Inspiring teacher.
Thank you so much. Let's not cry here. All right, thank you so much, guys. You've been, listening, or rather watching, depending whether you're listening or watching this. I've had the amazing episode of having these two people, joining me, talking about, child development. This is a very important topic, really, really important. And if you feel like you have, questions and thoughts about what you can do or how you can contribute, they've talked about, community centers. If you want to help, if you want to contribute to that, please let me know. Like I said, we'll put numbers there that you can contact, me or them. And also, if you feel like you need help with your child, please, I beg you, contact me. I'll be able to connect you to the right people. These people here are here to serve your child, to make sure that your child reaches their potential, okay? Because for their potential to be able to flourish, we need to do one or two things, all right? So please don't fear all this. No, please don't fear, and just take a step of making sure that you are helping your child. All right, this has been Talk with Becky. Thank you so very much for joining me, and thank you guys for coming. Really, I'm so grateful that you are here. Until next time, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and of course, follow me on all my other social media platforms. Bye.